And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Tension in the air.
Yeah, buddy.
It's palpable. Hi, Jacob. So look at Jacob's right next to me.
Oh, he's all up in your shit. It is The Bonfire. We are live on a Monday. It's trial day. It's trial day. That looks hilarious. He looks like Jacob's next to you. Looks like you're your ventriloquist puppet.
Hey, Jacob, hold on. Sing a song while I drink water.
Say goodnight, Jacob.
Hold on. It's going on Snapchat. Sing a song.
Oh.
My little buttercup has a sweet smile. My little buttercup. Won't you say,
Whoa! That wasn't me. Oh, there it is.
Even flow. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey now.
Well, I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson.
This
in
is
the
the
studio.
Bonfire.
This is the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. A lot going on in the studio.
Wait, isn't the Golf Network?
Hey, dude, I didn't bring you on the radio yet, Ari.
That's my lawyer. You shut your mouth.
Well, I'll tell you this. I know I'm just a lowly court reporter, but I'll have both of your asses out of here.
You're getting pretty confident that Jacob's over there giving you a hand job the whole show. What's happening? Why is he so in your shit?
Well, maybe him and I bond.
He sure do.
Maybe we have a new routine of shirtless hugs after the show. Good show, buddy. He goes, good show, buddy.
Jacob went out. Jacob, who I believe is going to be the judge of our trial, of our case.
He's been promoted.
He went out and got all the gross candies, we said. All the sugary snacks.
Ari Shafir is in studio.
Now Cherry Young Fun Diddly Dip.
Speaking of candy, Ari, will you do a line of Fun Dip with me?
Snort it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It feels weird in my nose.
I bet, right? That's the whole thing.
I just kind of like to shoot stuff.
If it wasn't weird and funny, if it wasn't weird and funny, I would just say just eat it like normal.
I'll shoot for
You'll snort it?
What do you mean shoot
Sugar
it?
in your nose? I mean, like
boot it? Like boot it in your arm?
Yeah.
cook it up on a spoon and boot it.
I got a needle.
Yeah.
It's for others.
We could do it. We snorted fucking tobacco. You're afraid to snort Fun Dip?
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll do a little I got a Raz apple.
They're all Raz apple.
No, they're not.
I got for
Oh, shit.
diddly dip.
Guys, that's like the Smarty thing.
What?
Where it like aspirates. Don't snort sugar.
Don't snort sugar.
Look up.
That's how Mike Lawrence got the way he is.
Well, I'm not.
That's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Can you look up if it's super dangerous to snort Fun Dip?
I looked it up at school.
Where'd you look it up on your flip phone?
Yeah. Cersei, please call me back if it's dangerous.
Did you call your phone Cersei?
Cersei?
Oh, Cersei.
Yeah.
Let's just start off with a gummer.
No. All right, I'll give it a little. There's no gummer. You're just gonna take it off your finger. Is it good? Is it good like you remember?
Oh yeah,
I'll snort it.
that's high.
You'll just do it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna snort it off the
stick.
Stick, yeah.
Yeah, but wait, let's find out if it's good or not.
No, then it ruins it.
Christine's looking on forums.
Dude, please.
If it gets into your lungs.
That's not on.
If it gets into your lungs,
Well, if we snort it, then it gets into your lungs.
it said what will it do?
One's breathing could be affected, but it said positively affected.
What does it say?
I mean, most people are saying that it's just wait, is this on? Most people are saying that it's just a massive sugar rush and an itchy nose, but then people are saying that if it aspirates and gets into your lungs, it can affect your breathing.
Okay. How bad?
Solution. Anal.
Suppositories.
You want to
Let's get that sugar rush.
You want to funnel it right now?
Put your ankles behind your ear and let me dump it in.
What's that called? That's called something when you put it in your ass.
Sweet dipping?
Suppository.
No, I know what a suppository is.
There is
but it's called
Like when you put like ecstasy up there and shit?
It's called something, yeah.
Oh, no, we're not FM. Okay.
Boofing.
Boofing?
Look at this.
Boofing?
I think it's called boofing.
Don't think. You know.
Look at that.
You said it so confident in your backpack. So, I mean, from what I understand.
He's at
I'm pretty
singlebooflife.com.
sure
Of course he knows.
You look like a guy that's super into that, whatever it is.
You know,
By the way, here's how I do coke when a girl pressures me into it.
I like that Merkface is wearing an airport hat.
it's a real.
He had to go pick up a hat on the way to on a layover.
His lucky hat.
He's like, "Hey, I'm in New York. I like the Rangers.
I know.
Hockey's fun."
It doesn't come near his ears. It's called boofing.
The act of inserting drugs into the anus for a longer trip on Urban Dictionary.
Ooh. What does it say about? Because Christine is not doing a good job finding out what to do here.
Listen, she's got a lot going on. First off, she is the defense.
She's looking up ways she can embarrass you more.
Oh,
that'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be funny if she goes, "No, Jay, you know what? Go ahead, snort it."
You should. You should definitely snort it.
Oh, look, the internet says it's no problem at all.
Hey, Jay, it says it makes you stronger. It makes your dick bigger.
Gives you a rager.
It says you can lay some serious ropes on this thing.
Has anyone ever died from this?
Possibly.
It sucks. Me and my friend were joking around making lines of granulated sugar, regular white stuff. Rolled up a $1 bill. He dared me to do consecutive lines. Unfortunately, I accepted because I'd once done this dumbass stunt before with some kind of sauce. But it wasn't too bad. I went for it, and this droopy muscle mucus burger sugar combination constantly dripping out of my sinuses. I know it was stupid, but I don't know. I'd nearly barf and have a monster headache for an hour. It's good for laughs, though, but man, it hurts the inside of your sinuses. Thanks, baby head crab.
That's an excerpt from Ari Shafir's upcoming biography called A Face Full of Sugar.
A Jew grows in Maryland.
A Jew grows in the shadow of the Pentagon.
Yeah, I mean, I'd snort some Old Bay sauce, but
you got any crab flavored Old Bay?
So should we not do it?
I'm saying no because I'm taking it off the Fun Dip, and let me just tell you, I'm eating it the way God intended to, or the good people.
Yeah, you're just eating Fun Dip. You're not doing anything fun with it.
from the Fun Dip tree.
Yeah, I am, because that's what it's supposed to be.
Here's how I do Coke when a girl pressures me into it. She gives me a whole line like in a pen. I go, and then I just tap it. Then I'm like, let me just a little, and then tap a little more. And then, so it's just like remnants of it. And I go, oh yeah, I think that's good.
And then what do you do? What do you do?
Snort like 2 grams.
Are you trying?
Now I want to do it.
You're trying to get your legal counsel all geeked up.
Yeah, I kind of want to do it.
Let's do it.
I think you guys should do it. I will not.
No?
You're going to Bonnaroo. You're going to do enough stuff.
Yeah.
What are you going to do there?
Drugs. Real ones that affect my mind, my body.
Like what? You going to take ecstasy?
Sure.
Yeah?
I'd take ecstasy and mushrooms.
Yeah, sure. They go together.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's a video, which, by the way, at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. You can watch. We're going to be posting a video where it's a video of a guy snorting sugar off a laptop.
So his eyes start bleeding.
And you can taste it.
Okay. You can taste it. Okay.
And you can taste it. Hold on. Oh, my sense of smell's gone. Everything's white. Well, hello? He just goes blind.
My daughter went whistleblower on kids for doing this in her school.
Good for her. Isabella, if you're listening, good for you.
For aspirating Smarties.
I'm sure they're going to trust her with cocaine when it's time.
That's what.
No, she's cool, everybody. She knocked on us for sugar. I'm sure she's been invited to the next party.
You know the stuff that makes us want to take off our clothes and fuck. She'll be cool with
She'll have her own parties.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll buy her all the Fun Dip she wants because this is delicious. Look,
All
my
right.
tongue's like George Animal Steel.
You want to do it?
If me and Ari do it, you won't do it?
You know I
He's
fall
coming
to
to
peer
Bonnaroo.
pressure.
That's a big enough jump for him.
He'll do it.
I don't know if I will though.
You just said you'll fall to peer pressure.
Yeah, I said I always fall to peer pressure, but I don't like the idea of fucking aspartame.
Just a little bit. That was a huge line what that guy did.
Don't do it if you don't want to do it. And then Ari won't think you're cool.
At all?
You're going to be hanging around Bonnaroo with a guy who doesn't think you're cool.
Look at that. I'll take that.
Okay.
What's that?
All right.
Yeah, it's about right. That's what I think we should do. That's it.
Okay,
A bumper.
but you've already licked the thing.
No. Can you give us more trippy 60s, like, drug music?
Or sad 70s one. Give me the Manfredi
Can you do
band.
White
Blinded
Rabbit?
by the Light. Give me the Manfredi band.
Play Freebird.
So I'm doing this much.
Yeah, that's the best one.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way more than you.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Now we'll show the difference between.
Oh, yeah.
I got a guy coming
Yeah.
in. I got a guy coming in from Colombia.
White Rabbit. Hang on. Is this enough? Oh,
Yeah.
geez. Is that enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, I'm doing double both of you combined. But
Shit.
sure.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, not really, but okay.
All right, here we go. I'm going to toot it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Not as bad.
Oh, it tastes cherry in my mouth.
That's definitely blue razzle.
Where'd you get that?
I'm going to sneeze.
Who's your guy? That's just on the left side. I feel fucking. Hold on. Who's your guy? This is some Mondo shit.
I'm on drugs.
Feels funny.
You guys got a good guy. I'll tell you this. I've never done lick-lemonade. Fun Dip. I usually.
What's that cut with?
Hey, I can trust you guys, right? I can trust you guys. Here's the thing. We're gonna die.
Remember that bank robbery that happened a couple weeks ago?
Oh my god, my heart's going so fast.
I know the guy who did that.
Okay. When I was 17 years old, I killed a girl. Okay, we were just playing in the backyard. I grabbed an Easton bat, and I was just swinging it. I was fucking sweating. And she got in the way, and it clinked, like the way a baseball does when it comes off an aluminum bat. We were laughing. We were fucking laughing, man. We just couldn't stop laughing. She's fucking dead.
Those are always the craziest things.
She's fucking dead, man.
Those are the crazy thing in those drug movies, too, when it is that. It's like people are doing dude, Carla told me a story about, something they did, they did drugs by accident one night. It was like a laced thing.
Oh, for sure.
And her and her friend were doing they were punching each other in the face. They were throwing themselves down the stairs.
That sounds like
they were all bloody and fucked up. PCP or something.
Yeah, that sounds like a story from what was the Reefer Madness? Mm-hmm. Or when the cop in the Dare class gives you a speech, he's like, "If you smoke pot, you'll rape your mother."
Yeah,
just eating a Coca-Cola glass.
When I was like,
"Oh man, this weed is so good, I can fly!
I'm gonna fly from the top of the roof! Oh man, I'm gonna rob a bank." By the way, I fucking love this dip, man. It's fun dip, man. Let's not leave this room. Jay, will you say you're my dad?
Okay. You're going to ask me if I'm your dad.
And I'm going to say
yes.
Jay? Mm-hmm. Are you my dad?
Yes.
For real, though. I'm sucking this fun dip stick like it's a motherfucker.
Oh, listen, while we're doing this, let's go, because I did the Howard Stern wrap-up show today.
Yes, you did, by the way.
And
this needs to be said, we're going to precurse everything with this. June 17th, midnight, Comedy Central, premiere of Big J. Oakerson live at Webster Hall. Set your DVRs. Fucking watch it. I was there. It was unbelievable.
If you want to, I believe you can get it on your DVR now, too.
Yeah.
I think you can, set it now. I think
you can absolutely
it's close enough.
I set my DVR.
If you want to watch that with me live, get your tickets to Skank Fest. Tickets are available at thecreek.lic.com. It's the festival at the Creek in the Cave, New York, June 18th and 19th. All access passes grant you admission to Skank Week. Shows taking place at the Stand Up New York Comedy Club, the Creek in the Cave, and the Standing Room starting Sunday, June 12th. VIP passes get you access to the special premiere, June 17th at midnight.
Friday night.
Yes, at the Creek in the Cave. The festival itself is at the Creek in the Cave, and some shows at the Standing Room right around the corner. But get your tickets for this. This thing is going to be awesome. Doug Stanhope's coming in. Todd Glass, we have now confirmed.
Yeah.
Sal Volcano.
It's going to be kissing booth.
Mike Fenoya.
It's my asshole you stare at.
What? You just confirmed
Mike Fenoya?
Do it.
Yeah. We have Doug Stanhope, Todd Glass. Mike Fenoya, I hear, is going to be. There's rumblings of Mike Fenoya showing.
A Rebecca Trent sighting.
I don't want to cause a fucking Webster Hall massacre like there was at Kanye West last night.
Yeah. What was up with that? He said he was going to have a concert?
My friend Noah was just showing that to me. Yeah, he said he was going to do a concert. They ended up shutting it down. They didn't do it. They didn't do it, right? 4,000 people on the street.
Wow.
He said they didn't appreciate Genius enough.
Wow. It looks like Christine's counsel's just water. Is that Bonnie?
It looks like her.
I just thought Kevin Hart was hanging out.
She has a lost gate of a mother.
So,
I like the lawyers are turning on each other.
By the way, Bonnie, your opposition has been lobbing insults while you were walking in here.
You're a defense lawyer, Bonnie, but you are late and disorganized like that of a public defender.
Frazzled.
Yeah, you really are. You're like a public defender.
You should
Sorry, guys. I just got out of law school about 7 months ago. They put me right on this case.
All your papers are everywhere.
I talked to my client this afternoon for half an hour. I don't know what's going on.
Some other guy. Bonnie's really taken to lawyering.
I love a show you don't know if you're on break or not.
You never know if we're on break or not.
That's called casual conversation, Bonnie. Sorry we don't go right into robotic interview style radio as heard on My Wife Hates
I feel like you're always in robotic interview style.
Yeah. So
you're the judge. I mean, you're fantastic.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
No.
Oh,
so you can talk to me regular.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you treat him like
Jacob
shit.
the Midget's the judge.
He's Doug
Hey.
Llewellyn. Dan's Doug Llewellyn today.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Where's my phone?
So here's the deal. We're going to explain to all the campers what's going on. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
We're going to open. We're going to see what I got in the
the
fun
Stern
bag
After
from,
Show gift
from the
bag.
Stern After Show
Yeah, you
gift
did the
bag.
Stern after wrap-up.
There.
What's in there? What's
A
the first
card
thing?
with my name on it.
Oh,
Pretty cool.
How much is that worth?
That's pretty cool.
Zilcho.
Oh, Oh, what's the shirt?
I got
Show
a
us the
T-shirt.
A guaranteed not large enough T-shirt.
Don't bring me down, lawyer. No, it's not going to be large enough. But Christine can sleep in it. It's not, by the way, it's not even like a Howard Stern show thing. It's like for a vodka. It's like
Double
the swag
vodka.
It's the swag that's laying around the studio. That's pretty funny.
What's that?
Ooh, Tommy John underwear.
Shut up.
Ooh, buddy.
Are you serious?
What size do you wear, Soder?
I wear like larges, extra larges.
Extra larges. Christine, what do I
I don't think
wear?
we should be talking about underwear size right now. I just feel like it's maybe getting a little too close.
Hey, Christine, what's your guess of my underwear size? Extra small, you piece of shit?
No, you're usually a 2XL.
Nope, but on
Tommy John, you're XL.
XL on Tommy John? Why do you got to tell everybody that normally I'm a 2XL? Now you're making me sound fat.
Hey! I'll step in here.
These are my size.
Nice.
Good news. Some free Tommy Johns.
What kind of Tommy Johns are they? The boxer brief?
They're the light airs.
I love the light airs.
Well, do the wrap-up show. Become better friends with John Hine behind the scenes.
I will try. You got me doing all this fun dip now.
I know, you're
chasing.
geeked.
I'm chasing a dragon.
My nose still feels weird.
Guys,
I've been trying to pick it
Pine
out.
Bros throat drops.
What?
Z-clip. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. That looks fancy as fuck, though.
It looks
for a tie?
Oh, it's a money clip. Oh, it's a money clip wallet.
Jason.
So your money goes on the outside of the wallet?
Protein chips. Ari Shafir, that's coming your way.
Hell yes.
There's your retainer.
Pro chopes.
And then I bet this is gross. Some kind of weird elixir. And a vacation for two to... Oh, wouldn't that be great?
These are all the things inside of the Howard Stern wrap-up show gift bag that Jay was given.
What's Audible? What is that?
Audible's a book download thing.
Oh, guess what?
What?
Looks like I got myself a free book.
Jay
Free
manages
downloadable
to go
book.
another year without learning to read.
Is anyone else kind of worried about their sinuses right now?
Huh? Are you getting paranoid now?
Oh,
There's
God.
just like a tingling.
Bonnie, you really are a public defender. You're eating a fucking gross deli salad.
From the truck outside.
Just trying to crank it all in.
I've had 8 cases today. Okay, and I'm just.
You haven't had time to eat.
I just imagine looking over and seeing Raina in here just coloring and then sitting on the floor.
I'm a single mom, public defender.
You're going real Aaron Brockovich today.
Marsha Clark.
I like, even though you're married to her father, you're still acting as a single mom.
I know.
You're still a single
A
mom.
marriage to Rich Voss is still a single mom.
He's not a good father.
Oh, he's a fantastic father, and he's stays in good shape to protect his girls because we know because he came in here and peeled down for us.
Wow.
God.
And can I just say,
So embarrassing.
jealous. This might be the fun dip talking. It got me all geeked up.
I saw a video this afternoon of Kiss performing recently, and I was so taken back by how that lead singer really keeps himself in shape for being like definitely in his 60s or early 60s, right? The lead singer of Kiss has Paul Stanley. Yeah, got to be. Body looks fantastic. I compared it out loud. 201 Rich Voss.
Whoa!
He's holding it together like Rich Voss keeps it together like Paul Stanley.
He is it's Rich Voss is the star child of comedy.
Can I just make a quick shout out to Quest protein chips? The cheddar and sour cream flavor are disgusting.
Hey, can I just give a quick shout out to Fun Dip? I think my frontal lobe of my brain is shutting down.
You know, to even it out, hit the other nose, hit the other nostril.
You're right.
Good idea. Good idea.
Probably with more, balance it out.
Yeah, go in a little more. Because I'll be honest with you, I'll tell you what.
Upper and down.
I say it didn't do anything. What we did before.
Mine fucking hurts.
Really?
Did it do something to you?
I mean, if my nostril hurts.
Nice try. I know peer
Should even
pressure
know that.
301.
You guys all felt something.
I felt it.
Because I'm good.
Okay, you should probably do more.
You guys want to ride this out a little bit?
You should probably do more.
I'll do a little more. Mm-hmm. You guys want to snort these wax little soda bottles? We shouldn't do that either. Oh, look at Christine. Not Jay. I'd really rather you not do it. She goes, let me get fucking Instagram ready. She really is not a good person.
Or does
my
not
job.
care about you.
You know what? I'm going to do the cherry yum diddly dip. That sounds fucking pedophilic.
Well,
Great show so far. I'm glad we've prepared this trial well because the opening has been discombobulated.
I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm all jacked up on sugar.
Yeah, hey, that's why it's going everywhere. I'm like, hey, look at Ari's shirt. He's wearing a Cheater shirt. Remember that show, Cheaters? That was a great show.
that was a great show.
I want more coffee, too. Oh, God. My heart's going like a jackrabbit.
I was telling you guys outside the show Cheaters, if anyone remembers, which was hosted by a guy named Tommy Grand, and then that other guy took over, Joey something. No,
That's a man that...
I want to say Joey Styles, but it's not Joey Styles.
That's
either.
a wrestling guy.
Yeah. whatever it was, though, he got stabbed on the boat.
That's crazy.
It was amazing.
Now, you heard that might have been a stunt, right? There was a rumor for a little bit. I think they
really?
overruled it.
I think that was real. I think the guy got stabbed right in the stomach. But you know what it was? You were waiting for it to happen. That guy wasn't a big dude. And Tommy Gran, the guy who started that show,
Was big?
He was just like a big, like Adam Carolla, Kurt Metzger type big, like a big, broad guy. But you do, with that gig, they pull up on these people while they're cheating, and the guy, while they're already going through it, and their world's falling apart, and they're in this big, major melee, this guy's just in the background, just some other third-party jerk-off, just going like, it's just messed up, you know? It's like, she does everything in the world for you.
Why are you hanging out with her? Why, you know she's not your girlfriend. Why are you at this restaurant with her? Whenever I used to watch Cheaters, I was always like, who's going to fuck this guy up? And then I remember it took, in my freshman year of college, someone was like, he got stabbed.
All right, that's a bump. That's a bump.
You're going to do it again?
Yeah, I said I would.
That's a mountain.
I didn't say I would.
Wait, you're going cherry this time, right?
Yeah.
You got to flip up the flavors.
Why, you're afraid you can't do it anymore?
No, I'm not afraid. I just want to make sure we're doing different flavors.
Yeah, we're doing different flavors now.
Okay, because I already did cherry, so I'm going to switch to razzmatazz.
Yeah, in between lines, I've found Jesus Christ. So I can't. I'm sorry.
You did 90 meetings in 90 seconds?
Yeah, I've worked all the steps. And turns out, by the way, just real quick, let me breeze by number 4 again. I'm sorry, and have fun.
I'm sorry for those things I did when I was whacked on Lickamade.
Sorry when I was on Fun Dip. Sorry for all the stuff I did when I was on Raz Apple Magic.
Christine, are you going to film this or what?
Oh, Merkface is on it. Bailiff Merkface
trolling for dick.
Here, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, why is Christine Googling hard big dick?
Nonstop. All right, ready, Ari?
No.
Let's do it. Oh, wait, no.
Go.
All right, it's time to party.
No, it didn't look good the way he did it. You just look like you've done this too many times. I'm going to wash this down with some Fruit Barrel.
Yeah, I figure if I snort everything that's sugary, I won't get fat.
It bypasses all the taste buds.
It goes right by my
fat. I'm not fat if it goes right by my taste buds.
Hey, Mom, can Dan stay over? Because we're having stovetop. And I just think...
And also, remember how you said I could rent a movie? Well, I'd like to cash that in right now.
Oh, I want to rent 3 movies.
Another thing, and I don't mean to bring this up. My birthday party. It's coming up. I think it should be a big thing. A real big thing. I think slip and slide. I think there should be some cake. Also, where's Dad? I haven't asked this in a while. I just kind of notice he hasn't been around.
You know what's funny about that? The things you would try to, like, the feats you would try to, like, perform as a kid were always, like, very druggy-esque. It was always like, can we beat the night? Can you stay up all night if your friends stayed over? It was like always like... Can you just lie
in sleep
for no reason? You just be lying that you're falling asleep. I still almost have that habit.
Well,
I still
try not to fall asleep.
But it's also
not even that. But when I'm nodding and someone goes, "Are you asleep?" I'll still pop up and be like, "No, I'm good. I'm in."
Like it's embarrassing.
And you're also sleeping in weird places. You always like drugs. You want to fall asleep. You're like, can we sleep in the basement?
Why don't you want to sleep in the backyard, outdoors?
Yeah, you have a whole bed.
I think I wanted to sleep in the basement because I wanted to compare dicks with my friends.
Yes, which brings us to the trial we have today.
Also, Jay did sleep in a basement for like 5 years.
Oh, yeah, I actually slept in a basement. It was a finished basement, though. I'm not bragging.
That's different. We just call that below ground apartments.
I'm not, yeah, that was subterranean apartment.
Yeah, subterranean.
No,
thank you.
The rest of the apartment was upstairs. All right, whatever. Let's get to the trial.
Dude, first off, both you guys are all fucked up on Fun Dip, so if I could leave right now.
Hey, Ari, I mean, I live there, so I'm pretty sure I know what the fuck game's called.
Guys, right now, this is all fun. This is all the Fun Dip talking. You guys don't mean any of this shit. So, if you are a casual listener to the Bonfire.
No such thing.
True. Jay came back from Washington, D.C. with a tale of Christine stabbing him directly into the back.
Hey.
With a tail?
On, that's not the way you set it up.
Sorry,
no,
you're
wrong.
Right. You know what? Then?
Whatever the lawyers normally say in that.
Then let's stop.
Sidebar.
Let's stop the kissing and get right to fucking. Here's what's gonna happen. There is a trial. The plaintiff, Christine. The charge, slander. Mm-hmm. Okay?
I didn't know the charge before. Thank you.
The charge is slander. Her defense attorney, her public defense attorney, Bonnie McFarland from My Wife Hates Me.
On the cheap.
And a real side, and this is a real sidebar. Tomorrow night,
find out I didn't pass my bar.
Tomorrow night, Rich and Bonnie host a live My Wife Hates Me show with myself, Big J, and co-counsel or That's not co-counsel.
No, it's not co-counsel.
It's what's the opposite?
It's
Prosecutor.
Prosecutor Ari Shafir.
I am.
Well, the judge
Tomorrow
didn't
night.
know the word prosecutor.
I'm not the judge. I'm the court reporter. The judge is standing right to your right.
I'm starting to bum out about that show.
Judge?
I'm the judge.
Okay, no, I like that. I think you're the best looking judge I've ever seen.
No,
I'm just.
That's, by the way, that is leading. I've heard that in the
That's
movie
fucked up
before.
on it because that'll work on
He's
Jacob.
very handsome. You
Wait,
can't
is it
deny
a
that.
prosecutor if we're just both suing each other? I thought it's
You're
only
not the prosecutor. There's no suing. You're the Bonnie's the defense. You're the prosecution. What? You're trying to
I
prove.
thought I was going to be the underdog in this, but now I'm starting to see.
Yeah, you went to the high price.
Maybe I can win.
Bonnie, I'm wigging out about this show tomorrow a little bit because once we do comedy and then we get judged if
There's 4 female judges.
Uh-huh.
I'm not supposed to talk about it because Rich gets so crazy. And people,
what is he doing? When he gets
people
crazy?
know
Bonnie,
what the show is.
What does he do when he gets crazy? You can say it here. It's a safe space.
what's he do to you?
Will you see him with his
He
shirt
hits
off?
me with his tiny hands.
He climbs up your leg and beats the shit out of you.
like pokes they are. It pokes on my neck and face.
He attacks you like Army of Darkness.
So
I was going to say Tales from the Hood.
but this is you're getting an exclusive because we're not allowed to say this on the
Okay.
radio.
My
This
apologies.
is what's going to happen. We have 4 hot female judges, and then you guys come up, do 5 minutes of stand up, and then they decide, hopefully in a not always nice way, whether if they would fuck you or not.
I'm the least attractive guy. Who else is on?
Who are the judges?
You know what it is? It's that, if you ever read Mary Claire magazine or Elle magazine, they always say women want a guy with a sense of humor. So we're going to put that to the test. But there will be laser pointers also.
Oh!
Are they going to circle our body fat like in sororities? Like in hazing?
You evil bitches.
that part.
Can everybody do it with their shirt off except me?
Yeah. ComedyCellar.com for tickets tomorrow night at the comedy. It's at the Village Underground.
It's going to be a fun show.
8 p.m. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Alive, My Wife Hates Me. So she will be the public defender in the case of Christine with the charge of slander. Now, the prosecution, of course, this is the reason this trial was brought up. My radio partner, my lover, friend, hero,
and I'll be
confidant,
your friend.
Big J. Oakerson is bringing this trial to the Bonfire Court.
Yeah.
With your counsel, the one Ari Shafir.
Yeah. From Steinberg, Zimowitz, and Price.
There it is. From Steinberg, Zimowitz.
He hasn't made partner yet.
Now, here's how this is going to work. If you're listening to the trial, at any point, if you feel like you have your opinion on whether Christine is guilty or not guilty, you will call 1-800-COMEDY 188-COMEDY-9. That's all. 844. Fuck. 844.
Back it up. Start it over.
If you have your
Hey
opinion,
everyone, it's the Bonfire.
I
I'm
also
your host.
don't like the use of the word guilty so much.
What's that?
How about if she's innocent or not?
if she's innocent or not, you can call 1-844-266-3399 and then tell Merkface.
Too many numbers.
Stop it. I'm going to need you to back up because I'm the court reporter.
There
and
is
right
also-
now you're in the hallway. We're not in the courtroom.
Soder, there is a countersuit, I believe.
What is there?
I didn't know about that. Wait.
What's the
ruffling
countersuit? 'Cause
paper.
we're dealing with slander.
You'll hear.
We're dealing.
You'll hear it in the intro. There's a countersuit.
Okay.
I would also like to say that if anyone has calls with examples of how Christina's cuckolded them, please call in.
That's not actually.
Cuckold.
I'm going to step in here right now
I
and
need
say,
to. What are some of the words that we can use?
if both of the lawyers can just give me a second, because I will become the judge again, and then I'll
just put
fuck
up
you
a list
7
of
ways to
words?
Sunday. So here's what's going to happen.
Lawyers use.
I have stepped down as the judge. In my place.
Recused yourself.
I've recused myself from the case because I'm too close.
Hell yeah, Ari.
I've recused
Why is it? Because your dick's too big or too small?
It's 'cause
Which one is
Oh,
it?
both of these two have donkey dicks. It makes me furious.
Jacob has stepped in as the judge. Judge Jacob. Now,
third leg
bailiff,
Jacob?
Again, let me get back to.
He's fair. He's average dicked.
Can I know a little bit about the judge? A little background?
No, because I got to explain to
nothing
these
to do
people
with
how we're going to do this. 844-266-3399. When you feel you have your judgment, you're the jury. The listeners are the jury. Call that number and give Merkface Andy, a.k.a. the bailiff, guilty or not guilty. He's going to tally it We're going to keep arguing the case. At the end, we will decide, because that's how court works.
That's not how court does not work with a phone call.
Well, it does in my world.
Chime in. But
guess what?
There's a problem with America.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn right, Ari.
Maybe we restructure it.
Yeah, we're changing the laws.
Yeah.
First of all, who goes first?
Obviously, the prosecution.
Prosecution.
Oh, prosecution.
Obviously.
You can't defend.
I went to law school in Nicaragua.
I'm just going to be, and here's the deal. I'm recusing myself from the case. Judge Jacob has taken over.
In Montenegro.
Lou and I will be observers that casually jump in. Me with my voices, Lou with his great production.
Like you do voices? I thought you had lots of guests.
Oh, no! That's what I do. See, I was just throwing some voice out there. So we're going to start this trial when we come back. Are there any questions you have, Bonnie, before we start the trial?
Let me just say... The bailiff is Merkface?
Merkface is the bailiff. And can I just say, within, even this 15 minutes, Rich Voss is a saint. He's a goddamn...
He deals with a lot. He deals with a lot.
I'm going to get all sleeved up after this 15-minute conversation with Bonnie.
I give him the what do you call the wrap up at the end of the trial?
Yeah.
I give him one of those every night.
Yeah, he's just trying to go to sleep. Okay, Bonnie. All right.
And another thing.
Yeah. So, all right. Do you have any questions,
How
Bonnie?
did you feel about that nut? Fair? Not fair.
Any questions?
I have tons of questions, but I'll try to do a little research in the break.
No, hey, I know I'm mean, but I'm also fair.
Well, what? Are you a summer baby?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I want everyone to understand, by the way, I could have just simply hit Christine. Yes. But I took her to court.
That's why. And not only did you take her to court, you took her to the bonfire.
I hope the judge heard that.
You know what? The judge
Speaks
did.
to your character.
Because we're not in the case. In fact, you know what? Let's take a break. And when we get back, we'll finally have the trial of the week.
It's the bonfire.
Summertime's packed with things to do. With so much going on, it's easy to let sleep slide and take a back seat. That's why I love our Sleep Number beds. It's the only bed clinically proven to improve sleep quality. Even when I sleep a little less than I should, I'm getting quality sleep. So I wake up rested, ready for a day of fun. My Sleep Number setting is 55, because I'm growing into a man. Big J's.
Is it really? You've upped it?
Yeah, I upped it. I like it better. A little firmer for the summer, know what I mean? The Sleep Number bed also lets me choose my ideal firmness and change it. Each size adjusts, making a perfect bed for couples, like Jay and Christine. Hopefully, God willing, at the end of this trial, they'll still together.
Why are you talking like your Russian character? Which makes it perfect bed for couples.
With optional sleep technology. It tracks your sleep so you know what to adjust and for your best quality sleep. Like your Sleep Number setting. In fact, according to Sleep IQ research, people who adjust their Sleep Number settings are 58% more likely to have improved sleep quality. Sick. Yeah. My Sleep Number setting is 55, and Jay's is 75.
Never wavered. I've never wavered.
Okay, well, some of us learn, and we grow from our mistakes. So come in and discover the award-winning Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology, starting at only $1,099. That's $1,099.98. No better sleep. Sleep Number beds and Sleep IQ technology are only available at any of the 500 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com and be sure to tell them.
Oh, these little things taste like medicine.
Jay and Dan of the Bonfire sent you.
Hey, this is Rich Voss, the legend. You're listening to the Bonfire, but then again, you know that because you're listening to it. So, I mean, that would be pretty fucking dumb if you didn't know what you're listening to, right? I'll do it again. That stunk.
It's all law songs. Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. In studio, we have Ari Shafir and Bonnie McFarlane as we approach the trial of Christine. Some have compared this to the Salem witch trials. Some have compared this to the O.J. Simpson murder trials. I compare it to a speeding ticket. So,
not that big a deal.
Not that big. Honestly, if I'm walking through a courthouse or I'm waiting for somebody, I might watch it. That's probably about it. But the Bonfire Court does not take anything lightly. We have our bailiff, Merkface Andy. We have our judge, the Honorable Jacob.
And then Lou.
Well, Lou and I are just two guys in a court. I'm a courthouse lawyer, and Lou's just a.
We have two common witness folks here.
Would you like to introduce them?
Yeah,
one of them's a lawyer.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't get a witness list.
He's here to make sure. No, they're not witnesses. They're not witnesses. I mean, just like, watching the trial.
I feel like Lou's the kind of guy who would wait till somebody gets arrested and then hit on their wives.
Yeah.
Is one of them one of the artists that draw the court?
Oh, a sketch artist.
Oh, yeah, we should have Abby draw pictures of the whole thing.
Okay, done. I just love the thought of Lou being like, so he's going away for 10 years.
Need comforting?
Can we do that? Can someone get Abby some paper and a pencil to draw? Oh my God. Just do horrible. I don't know if she's even good at art, but it'd be more funny if she's not, and just horrible renderings of what's happening here.
Yeah, because we can't have video, so we're just going to have sketches.
No video in court.
Yeah, no video in court. Christine, you look a little shook up. You okay?
Not even like Facebook Live video?
No.
Oh.
No Facebook Live. It's court. It's Bonfire Court. Come on.
That's what the judge wanted.
I'm not the judge.
No, I know.
I'm just
Thank God.
Hey. Again, when you feel you've decided enough about the trial, call 844-266-3399 and tell the bailiff Merkface Andy guilty or not guilty.
I don't want to say it's not looking good for Christine, but there's already been 17 guilty calls.
Yeah, well, you know what?
He keeps saying guilty. That's when people hear. They go, "Oh, okay, let me call in about guilty."
Dan's fault.
Innocent. My client is innocent.
Okay, that'll be stricken from the record.
Can I before we get the official start, can I say why Bonnie is here is I told Bonnie the story in L.A.
Yeah, this is the whole reason the trial's
really?
Yeah, I told Bonnie the story out in L.A. And
First, you gave me a joint, and you said, take a hit. I took a little hit, and then you go, more. And then more. Do you remember that part?
Yeah.
I was like, I can't anymore.
Okay,
you go,
first
take
off,
it all, bitch.
I think I'm going to have to step back in and be the judge here, because I want to see that stricken.
Yeah,
That's
was
leading
a lot.
the jury.
In her defense, though, I was
We'll strike that from the record.
Okay, thank you, Jacob. Can we get Jacob? We need Jacob.
Then when he was
in
holding
Bonnie's
the
defense,
little tiny joint, he goes, "Do you think this is bigger than my dick?"
Yeah, and then when I held it to her mouth, I also put my other hand on the back of her head, which made everything uncomfortable.
That does.
I was like, "Smoke it,"
and you went like
"Smoke
this.
it all."
You went like this.
Jay's innocent.
Jay's innocent.
What do you do with this?
So no, but I said I told Bonnie.
Give it to poor people outside.
I told Bonnie the story of what happened in D.C. And Bonnie goes, I know what she was trying to do. I see her. She was. I'd like to defend Christine on this one, and I go, cool. We'll have court right here at the bonfire, and here we find ourselves.
Okay.
Now there's been production.
I've changed my defense since then.
Did you
change your defense
since talking to her? Yeah,
Well,
I didn't know the whole story.
Let's stop talking. And let's just get right to trial.
You took Christine's side just hearing it from Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what you're
Well,
going up
because
against.
I thought that she was doing something. Okay. I thought I had different.
Let's just get to it. Let's just get to
Later,
it.
you can ask me what I thought.
Ladies and gentlemen, Comedy Central Radio presents to you the Bonfire Court.
What you are witnessing is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in a New York moral court. Both parties have agreed to dismiss their court cases and have their dispute settled here in our forum, the Bonfire Court.
I'm Dan Lou Soder, and welcome to the Bonfire Court. A couple on a weekend out of town, when an old fling enters the scene. Her vodka-soaked anxieties center on a rambling tirade as public as a county fair, catapulting the mood from lighthearted fun to awkward tension. She said she was only drunk, babbling. He says she was completely retarded. Were her soggy soliloquies justified, or is she just a loose-lipped lush? We'll find out in the case of the Green Room Guffaw.
This is the plaintiff, Jay Oakerson. He is suing the defendant for public embarrassment while being drunk. He says she was out of line when a past lover was hanging out and she fawned over his sexual prowess and dick. That she proclaimed that night is bigger and better than his. The plaintiff claims the defendant used that information to demoralize him in front of fans, friends, and strangers. He is suing her for her own public humiliation and $100, the price of her booze tab that night. This is the defendant, Christine Evans. She claims she was only trying to lighten the mood and bring levity to an otherwise awkward situation. She is filing a countersuit stating that, his dick was bigger, so, whatever. She's asking for the plaintiff to step up his dick game.
All rise! That's funny.
Also, I never said better.
Now entering the court, Honorable Judge Jacob.
Thank you, everyone.
Good stuff.
Prosecution.
You can see his face like, what should I say next?
Fear.
Yes.
You will now present the prosecution's case.
Well, if anyone understands what it's like to be a stand-up comedian, try to get bookers on your side and fans alike, you know it's a difficult road. It's fraught with a lot of failures. And one thing you don't need is a girlfriend of yours telling a manager of a comedy club that you got a small dick. You've been tossing her around everywhere you can. I spoke to one Melba something, I don't know, whatever her name is, in Washington, D.C., and she said she's not sure she could ever have Big J back in the Improv again.
There's a dick limit. There's a dick median. There's a dick minimum.
And you know what? I kind of respect a comedy club that's got a size preferential.
There's a dick minimum for the DC Improv.
I'm sorry. This is only a heavy dick green room.
This green room has been featured in Comedian.
I can go back, but I can't go in the green room anymore.
Yeah.
Jay, you have to sit at the bar.
I'm here to prove today that Christine not only wantonly, it's with an O, embarrassed my client, Big J Oakerson, her loved one, the one she lives with.
Claims.
The one she claims she lives with.
Allegedly.
Oakerson, you will watch yourself.
Jacob's stepping into
I
this.
hear another word out of you.
Oh, Jacob's right. The defense has to be quiet.
But also that once she knew she was doing wrong, she continued down that path into an area that was so distressful to the client that he is now no longer the same quote-unquote man.
And just, hi, Dan Lou Soder here, just reporting on the case. Sidebar with the campers. Jacob just got the crackle sign for a gavel, so this is pretty fucking serious. Looking pretty fucking serious. Okay, sorry, Ari. What were you saying?
And I'm here today to prove not only is Christine awful, what she's done is terrible, but that Jay should seek counter damages, which I will state towards the end of this trial.
Okay. Pretty good.
That bitch knew what she was doing.
Order! Mr. Oakerson.
Hey, Jay, what's up, man? It's Dan. How do you feel it's going so far? That was pretty good.
I feel like I'm already in the fucking bushes, man. I think I'm losing this thing.
No, man. Remember, you're the offense. You're the offense. Visualize. Attack.
Ari said, so many times. I feel like Bonnie's gonna come out.
I meant to say that.
Wait here.
As far as Jews go, I think you got a dud. Is there one, like, he's snipped, right?
Okay. It's so hard when there's an actual lawyer only about 10 feet away.
Yeah, but he's sweaty. That makes me not trust him.
Makes me think he works really hard. He believes in his clients.
That's true. All right, we gotta get back to this trial. But good luck, dude. Hey, I'm right here.
We will now hear the opening statements from the defense. Ms. McFarland.
It's Mrs. Unfortunately. If it would please the court, I would like to take this time to ask for continuance.
That's already sidebar.
Totally. To look over my note. I've had a very full day.
Heavy docket.
I'm running late for another one, so.
Overruled.
Okay.
Proceed.
This case is about integrity. This case is about honesty. This is a case about the greatest girl in the world.
Okay.
It's Christine, you guys.
I was like, I thought it was you, wasn't it?
No, I was like Scarlett Johansson. She's still active even though she's had a child. Oprah? Yeah. Oh my, this is about the girl who went to this is from Amanda Gott from 7th grade?
Christine might have. She did say the things that we're saying that she said. I won't deny that here today. But she didn't intend for those things to hurt you, Big J. She is she just her being your girlfriend is like a walking billboard that you have a big dick. And that's how she feels all the time, that she's always letting people know you have a big dick, because here she is, a beautiful woman, dating you.
Who requires big dicks, apparently.
Oh, she's...
Sorry. I'm sorry.
She allows you to have sex with whoever you like.
There's something I'm proving. You haven't proven any of this yet.
She has threesomes if you want. She gives blowjobs whenever you want. I hope that's true. She's always got like extra spit in her mouth for you.
Oh my God, like a chipmunk.
Yes, she's a great girl, and when people look at the two of you, they look at her and they look at you and they immediately think that guy must have a huge dick. So when she made that joke, and it was a joke, there's always honesty, there's always truth and humor, you know that as well as anyone. She didn't think that it would hurt you the way that it did, because she's always saying how great your dick is.
Hey, Bonnie, it's Dan Soder.
Yeah. I didn't look at my notes once. I do have them written down.
Hey, that went really good. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I didn't get enough about that she was drunk at the time.
Yeah,
We'll get to that later. You have to ask her.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I would definitely I'd bring that up. You know?
Okay.
Like,
I forgot to say my closing line.
Oh, shit. Do you want to go back and do that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to be over here. I'm the court reporter, so I'll be right here.
And if his dick size, now that I know, I can say it with conviction, and if his dick size was in any way a concern to you in her mind, she would have never made that joke.
Hey,
and I'll also say this, she did not fuck DeRosa. Ever. Greatest girl in the world.
Bonnie, me again.
Yeah, sorry.
It's me again. Great DeRosa line, by the way. I just got to say real quick. Shampoo. Yeah, you didn't bring up the drunk stuff. I thought you were going to go back and bring up the drunk stuff.
No, because then Ari, the opposing counsel, said wait.
Oh, he did? Oh, yeah, you can't let him affect you when he yells over here, like when you and I are just having like a quick sidebar conversation. Again, I'm just taking notes.
I already had 3 of these bottles.
Okay, well, you guys stop drinking now. Guys, we're all getting fucked up, and I think there's a lot of sugar in the room, and the judge is staring at me weird. I'm going to go back to the seat. I'll see you in a little bit, Bonnie.
Your Honor, can I call my first witness?
Please do.
Before we begin, I'd like to, with all due respect to my colleague, Mrs. Bonnie McFarland, I would just like to say that Christine is a woman, not a girl. I'm more feminist than Bonnie, so I'd just like to say that for the record.
Flipping the system on its motherfucking head.
The greatest woman in the world doesn't sound right.
Okay, I'll begin.
Yeah, it's not a teddy bear thing, though. It's a human being.
I think of it as like the cover of a novel. The greatest girl in the world.
Yeah, but it sounds like one of those novels that you wouldn't read.
Well, you would. Away. None of you would.
Okay, well, that's just mean. All right, continue, sorry.
For my first witness, I would like to call, this might be unorthodox, I would like to call the judge, Jacob something.
The judge is the witness. I mean, everyone knows how court works. Now, as the court reporter, I turn into the judge. Everyone knows that's how Bonfire Court works.
Jacob, have you ever heard Biggest J. Oakerson talk about his dick size?
I have, Mr. Shafir.
And what has he said about that dick size?
He's not happy with it. He would like it to be larger.
Let it be stated that it's something he's unhappy with and that he would like it to be larger. All right, we've said that, I guess. That's all for me. Your witness.
Okay, I'm going to go back to being a court reporter. You know what? Turns out that robe was a little itchy. So
I feel like Ari just won us our case.
The jury will disregard that statement. Cross-examination,
okay.
Please.
Did you like being the judge?
I want to be the judge again.
I'm done. No further questions.
Okay, I'd like to call to the stand one Christine.
Don't I get to call people?
You have to cross-examine the first one.
I know, but I didn't get a witness list. I didn't know you were allowed to bring witnesses.
Well, you can't call. You also, I like how we're all learning about court on the fly.
Yeah.
You can't call Christine. You can call anybody else in the room.
But we get to. I
have to wait till she calls her, and then I get to.
Yeah.
Okay, I get to. Can I? Oh, I call her. I can't call you.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you call him, and then I'll cross-exam.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
You can do that.
Jay, I'd like to call this the stand.
Oh, great. I must have defend myself. My lawyer just had a stroke.
Guys, turns out that Fun Dip's collapsing everything. Turns out it's not so fun.
Big J Oakerson to the stand, please.
So much
fast?
easier to just
Yeah.
argue.
There's no one else here.
No way, there's music.
There's so many people here.
Yeah.
Well, we already stated for the record that you're unhappy with your dick size.
How could you not call Dan Soder?
I figured I'd flip it and call Jacob. Dan!
No, you can't. You already just called Jay to the
Yeah, I've
stand.
called Jay to the stand.
Now Bonnie's going to be using Dan against me. You happy?
I called Dan to the stand.
You can't.
You can't call anybody to stand until it's your turn to present the defense.
You're out of order. The whole trial
This
is
whole
out of order.
fucking
I
trial's
don't think
out
you
of
guys
order.
realize how overscheduled I am. I gotta get this done.
We get it.
I just got more cases.
We get it.
Dan, Big
I'm
J.
not on the stand. Jay's on the stand.
Jay, first question. Can you please bring up Dan Soder to the stage?
To the stage.
To the stage.
to the thing in the front.
That was a spit everywhere. That's not how it works out. Coming to the stage, it's the lead witness.
I can't believe you were almost a rabbi.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
All right, everybody in the courthouse, get ready. Coming to the stage, it's the lead witness. She witnessed a double homicide.
Oh, you guys ready for some testimony out there?
She says she can put a face to the stage. Your witness,
Jay, question for you.
Yeah.
Did you or did you not have a fight with Christine Oakerson in the past, over maybe in the last 3 or 4 years, about her getting drunk too much?
Her name's Christine Evans. Let's not give her that nobility.
Oh, that's
I swear to God, I was like, did I didn't know that.
You didn't even invite your public defender to our wedding?
I am not Mrs. Oakerson. That's another woman.
Yeah. Say again?
Did you have a fight with her about her drinking problem? Did you tell her?
In the past when?
5 years.
In the past, well, yeah, definitely in the past 5 years.
And what did you tell her about her drinking problem?
That she...
Objection, hearsay, Your Honor.
I'm the only one who objects in here, Miss McFarland.
Okay.
No, the lawyers object, Jacob.
He overruled himself.
The judge objects.
country today.
I object, and I'll let it stand.
I like that Jacob's got his own set of laws. Jacob laws, push-up laws.
I'm starting to think like that. The case in Making a Murderer was not that bad. Now.
Well, because, we don't win. Smart dick people don't win. You're out there, and the system's all for the big.
All the big dicks win.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
You come through there, and I'm going to come through the phone and jack you off. I'm going to rub your little dick there. Come in my hand.
Yes. In the several years that I have been seeing Christine, yes, indeed, the argument is that she becomes a few people I know like this in life, where alcohol changes them completely. Knowing that, I believe she willingly still jumps in hardcore
To booze.
to booze.
Would you describe her
Hardcore.
as sloppy often?
Is it my turn?
It gets sloppy. It can get sloppy.
Jay, question for you. Okay, so you got off the stage the night in question, July 15th, 2016.
That has I just let the
Those are
record
all
show
wrong.
that hasn't
I
happened.
know.
That's the future.
And when you got
I
off
thought
stage
they got married and then I missed them.
at the
Well,
District
good
of
news.
Columbia
daughter's birthday.
improvisation, what did you find waiting for you as you got off that stage?
I got off stage, went to the green room where Christine was sitting with several fans. Several fans who I didn't know well. They were
Objection,
just
Your Honor. Whose fans?
my fans.
Sustained. Proceed.
Sustained.
Made no difference.
He's a real tough one. I used to be on the bench with Jacob. Man used to do push-ups before he'd make a judgment. One time we had a black boy got caught stealing a bike. Jacob said, "Do more push-ups than me and you have your freedom." And that boy is still locked up. He's a man now.
Only judge I ever saw shadow box before big trial.
I heard he goes with nothing under that judge. Keeps waiting for his dead wife, Deborah, to walk in that door.
Quick run through the story is a bunch of people in the green room, the club manager, several other people. I go out to go shake hands and take pictures because I'm a gracious Q-level celebrity. And I go out.
I'd go D.
Yeah.
A headliner. A breadwinner, would you say?
A breadwinner. Oh, yes. The breadwinner of the household, for sure.
Objection.
Mm-hmm.
My client is celiac. Overruled.
I'd like to see the medical records on that. I go out to shake hands. As I'm walking out, I see said ex-lover, who I am aware is an ex-lover of Christine's. I say to him, he said, hey, stop by to watch the show. He had a great time. I said, hey, you should go. I'm going to go shake hands with people and stuff here real quick. But if you want, I said, Christine's here. If you want to go say hi, she's in the green room hanging out with the other comic and stuff. And I sent him, and I went to go shake hands with people. About 20-some minutes later, I come back in the room to Christine just being tatered with booze. And first words when I walk in is, great, now 2 guys who have raw dogged me are in the room now.
Now this is in front of the fans and the manager of the DC Improv?
Manager, the guy himself, a girl whose TV show we did that afternoon.
Was she British?
She was British. Now that info's getting across the pond.
Now, Jay, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel awkward. It made the guy feel awkward. Everyone was a little awkward. I was getting some stares of like, you might want to grab your chick.
Also, you will watch yourself.
Objection to what you said before you said watch yourself.
And then went on to just keep talking about how in the realm of like disgusting, sloppy, random hookups she's had in her life, that this guy was actually really, really good, and they actually had a really good time together, and it was really fun. And
is this what she had told you previously?
Never with this kind of passion behind it. And in fact, I will say, I'd say for the record, if I could address,
let the record state what he's about to say.
She actually had changed stories from the beginning of being it was a horrible, nightmarish experience to being like it wasn't so bad to being like yeah it was fine to that night saying it was fantastic basically.
Objection. She never used the word fantastic.
She said really, really good.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. That's fact. That's a fact. And then goes on to say,
I'll allow it.
And yeah.
I'll allow it.
My favorite's Bonnie's look of like, what the fuck?
And then
she's
so much of this she didn't tell me.
Such an overworked public defender.
It's going to be great when Bonnie and Christine have to go into the conference room after this.
I've got to take
and
this
Bonnie
call from my mom right now.
Bonnie just throws a clipboard against the wall. She's like, God damn it, you can't leave things out like that.
She goes, I saw it. It's just I get so worried.
I get so scared we're going to lose this thing. Then goes on, and this is the ultimate crime. Then goes on to just say, unprompted for no reason, oh, and the worst part of the whole thing is that his dick's bigger than Jay's. And everyone was like, what? That was the chins on the floor moment. And then we left pretty much awkwardly.
Jay,
then she went on to argue and fight with me later that night even more. Like mad at me? Yeah.
Oh, I was unaware of this.
Oh, yeah.
What, mad at you? Do you believe because of her own shortcomings?
I believe because she was hammered and really had no idea what she was even babbling about.
Which is probably why you warned her in the first place not to get so drunk all the time.
Yes. And it was one of those, let's talk. We should talk now. I'm not drunk. I'm not even drunk. Let's talk now.
Jay, do you think you're a good boyfriend?
I think I am.
Let me rephrase. Have you hit her less than 17 times?
Oh, way less. I mean, it's under 5.
I'd like to object on that one, but I just can't. I'll allow it.
Now, Jay, earlier in the relationship, you found out that Christine had lesbian tendencies. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
And did you invite her to explore those tendencies, or did you say no? You're with only me. You may not explore your sexual butterflying.
I said, I don't have any jealousy in that realm. By all means, have at it. In fact, have even said, have at it while I'm not around, if you'd like.
Wow.
What a guy.
Thank you.
So you allowed her to become who she really was sexually?
Yes, and I will say that I take some offense to the people claiming, like public defender McFarland over there, Mrs.
Sorry, I'm on the phone with
McFarland.
my babysitter.
That's come up a lot.
Miss Bonnie, the girl, she no sleep. And I give her pain, I give her glue. She still no sleep. She keeps eating the Play-Doh. Her daddy must be a carny.
A lot of people keep throwing up that idea that, like, hey, this shouldn't matter. Let it go. Who cares? Because
Well, this is not your time to do some
No one brought that up. Of
soliloquy.
course, you're the saint.
when is the time for soliloquy? When my ex-lover's hanging out?
Watch yourself, Mr. Oakerson.
Underruled, if
This
anything.
is my courtroom.
So a lot of people keep saying that. They go, she gives you threesomes, so who cares about this? I think one has nothing to do with the other.
I would say, do not you give her threesomes?
Yes, as much as she gives me, I give her. Because also I'd like to say, contrary to the completely farcical made-up words of Mrs. McFarland, she doesn't let me have sex or threesomes with whoever I want. In fact, there's several people I've selected that she has not had any interest in.
Objection, Your Honor. I was an English major. It's whomever.
It actually,
I don't think
the
you can
reality is,
object
it has to
into
be.
your own-
She allows me.
That's the most shocking thing to come out of this trial.
She allows
You're
me.
an English major.
That really is. There's been a break in the case, everyone. What actually happened is I get to have sex with whomever she wants.
Oh.
Sustained.
I think. I mean, this is heating up.
She does the one picking.
Luckily, I want to have sex with pretty hot girls.
What? Whoa, what's this? What's this, Jacob? Judge Jacob.
Order!
Miss Bonnie,
Mrs.
you're a
Evans, you
witness.
will wait your turn to speak in this courtroom.
I think it's cross-examination time. Hold on real quick, though. I just got to scurry over to the witness box. Hey, Jay, it's me. What's up, buddy? Nothing, dude. I was taking a piss. What happened? Oh, man, I think I am killing it up here. Yeah, dude, there was this dude in the hallway, and he was all like, the guy with the gloves without the fingers? Yeah. It's like, a good dude. Yeah. And I was like, that's my buddy Jay. Yeah. And he was all like, yeah, he's like, cool. I got Rich Voss's wife on the ropes, too. Oh, wait, she's in there? I think she's in there. I'm a huge Voss guy. Does she do crowd work, too? Okay, sorry, man. I gotta go back to reporting. All right, good luck with the cross-examination. Thanks, bro. All right, peace out.
Mrs. McFarland, your cross-examination.
Mr. Oakerson! Are you a comedian?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And when you do your comedy skits, do you ever bomb?
On rare occasion.
So it has happened. Material that you've used that has killed in the past, you've taken to the stage and bombed with it. Do I have to keep using this voice? No. Okay, thank you.
Your Honor.
Where are you going with this, Miss McFarland?
It's pretty obvious what he means.
Trust me, Judge. I'm getting somewhere. You're gonna like how this turns out.
Your Honor, can I just say for the record that Big J has a comedy special coming out June 17th
That is
on
not
Comedy Central?
the prosecutor's job.
Hey, Ari. It's Dan Soder, court reporter.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, way to bring that up, dude. It's midnight. Friday, June 17th on Comedy
I just
Central.
feel like if people could set their DVRs now.
Yeah, live at Webster Hall. It's Big J. Oakerson's hour special on Comedy Central. Also, Thursday he's going to be at the Stand at 8 p.m. taping Unmasked with Ron Bennington. Hey, that's going to be pretty cool.
You could always just DVR my special. Oh yeah. Another choice you could have is if you're in the Cleveland, Ohio area.
Yeah.
You could see Dan Soder.
Oh shit! I totally forgot I'm going to be in Cleveland that week at Hilarities. 7 shows, like I'm doing a fucking summer residency there.
Holy shit! That's a lot of goddamn shows.
Yeah, I mean they're really working me to break in that club.
That's enough shows to officially perform in front of everyone in Cleveland.
Yeah,
all the white people
except LeBron. Okay, anyways,
I just got back from the bathroom. Sorry about that. Sorry, I hope you guys had a lot to talk about.
Girl lawyers and their periods. Am I right? I mean, am I right? Guys, I'm going to toot up real quick.
My point is this, Big J, is that
Mr. Oakerson.
you have done jokes Just because they don't do well doesn't mean they're not good jokes.
Sure.
Okay. Well, is it possible that in Christine's... and also, let me actually back up for 1 second. Because hasn't Christine been drunk in the past, made jokes that haven't worked, and then the next day all is forgiven and you're just happy to... Isn't the point of this whole thing because the joke that she made was about your dick size? And that's where you draw the line. You can make jokes about anything else, but when it comes to your dick...
Mrs. McFarland, I would have to say, any joke that I've told that has bombed has had the structure of humorous intent of where I feel there was none. These were just stating uncomfortable facts.
That's in your opinion.
It's not like he's Joe DeRosa.
I think I already brought that up.
You know what? I'm not a ranting comic.
Order, Mr. Shafir.
Shampoo. Now, you said that Christine came into the room and was drunkenly ranting and making everyone feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. Isn't that something that has pleased you in the past? A room full of uncomfortable people?
No.
That's Metzger.
Your Honor. Let me remind you that you're under oath.
My buddy had no idea there's a chance I would say no to that. She was, oh, shit, that throws everything off.
Wait, you love that.
A room of uncomfortable... Yes, but I'm
In fact, haven't you been on stage before where if you had found out that there was a woman there with two lovers, you would have definitely talked about it in the room that night on stage?
Can I just say that's a great question?
But how would I find that out? What do you mean?
You do a lot of crowd work. I'm sure you have abilities to
and
get
she's
things.
Sitting there with two,
Some woman is in the audience.
Okay.
And she's sitting there with a man, and she tells you, "Oh, my ex-boyfriend is sitting over there." You would not, because you wouldn't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. You wouldn't talk about it. Is that what you're alleging?
I would talk about it. Yeah.
You would talk about it.
100%.
But when Christine does it, and you're the one that's being talked about. Let me also just point this out. Did you say that Christine was being serious when she was saying that the guy was a good lover?
Yes.
Well, how could that be then when her joke was, but the worst part is... Isn't that how she set up the joke?
No, it was...
But the worst part is... Sorry.
Because it's been
getting into it too much.
Because it's been a conversational issue before. That's why she's saying the worst part is it basically because I said she's ran the gamut of that story.
So you've talked about this man before.
Yes.
And did you ask her about her sexual relationship with this man in great detail?
Yes.
Did you ask her if he came on her face?
Yeah.
Did you ask her with the intent to find out the truth?
Yes.
And so when she told you the truth about his dick size, should she be punished for that? I know. I feel like
She's got Kevin Spacey face.
Don't try to get me off my game. I'm winning.
Doing good. Doing way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, so you asked her to tell you the truth, but then when she, in her joke, told the truth, which is all a part of comedy, you got upset.
But she's not a comedian. She wasn't doing
That's your
comedy.
defense?
She wasn't doing comedy. No, she wasn't doing comedy.
But she's been around comedy a lot, and in her drunken state, is it possible that she thought she was being funny, and her intent was never to hurt you, but to get laughs?
No.
I rest my case. No more questions.
No.
further questions.
The defense is wrong.
Samantha Montavani.
As we can see in the case of the Green Room Guffaw, star witness for the prosecution, Jay Oakerson, looked to take a blunder at the end. When we come back, a star witness.
Oh my God, I was looking at the wrong case that whole time.
Will public defender Mrs. Farland come unraveled? Will Jew prosecutor Ari have some sort of Jew knowledge? Will I keep talking silently to Jay on the side because we're friends and I kind of miss just hanging out with him? Yes. All that coming back up on the Bonfire Court. Priest. It's all law music. Welcome back to the Bonfire Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. And we are currently in the middle of the Bonfire Court. In the middle of the green room guffaw. So far, guffaw. So far, prosecution's proved that Big J likes making jokes, and the defense has proven maybe he can't take one. Coming up, the star witness for the defense. Welcome back to the Bonfire Court.
The prosecution has rested its case. We will now hear from the defense. Mrs. McFarland, you may proceed.
My first witness is the bailiff.
Andy?
Oh, no, wait, what are you?
Court reporter.
Court reporter.
Court reporter Dan
Sorry.
Dan Lou Soder.
Sorry.
Court reporter.
Dan Soder,
So Ellen.
my first witness.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Bonnie.
Hey, I'm a big fan.
Love your podcast work.
I heard you have a huge dick.
I'm a bigger fan of your documentary work.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
This is a fun thing to do. So, have you heard? You're good friends with Big J. Oakerson.
Correct. Yeah, we're radio partners.
Does he ever make jokes about his dick size?
Yeah, but we all do.
Hey, whoa! Just answer the question, please. Does he ever make jokes about the size of his peni?
Yes.
I heard he
two
said.
penises.
I know.
and that's why I said yes to peni, because we joke
But he
about
also owns Dan's. That's what you don't
I
know.
thought you were trying to call it a peenie, which makes it sound so small.
Does he ever make jokes about his peni? My daughter thought it was penny.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Speaking of which,
does he make jokes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, he makes jokes about it. And so then one would think, have you ever made jokes about his penis size?
No.
That's a lie.
No, I don't
No
think
further
so.
questions.
You wouldn't.
Strike that.
You
Strike
wouldn't.
that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. On the other hand, you wouldn't.
My witness, Judge?
Shit.
No, you're.
Dan, you're a comedian.
No,
are
I
you not?
rested.
Yeah.
Do you know the difference between making a joke in private and making a joke in front of other people or it's not private?
Oh,
Great question.
absolutely. I would say as a comedian, I don't think I would ever feel comfortable making a joke in front of people I don't know unless I knew it was going to be really funny.
Mm-hmm. Do you know about audience being different than depending on who it is?
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Like certain jokes you wouldn't make fun of your mother that you would also make in front of your friends.
Oh my God, yes. If there's family in the audience, I mean,
Overruled.
I guess the best way I can answer your question is it depends on city to city, night to night, audience to audience. Like I'm going to be in Cleveland at Hilarities.
Oh yeah, 7 shows.
7 shows.
That's going to be June 15th through Sunday, June 19th.
Yeah. DanSoder.com if you want tickets if you live in the Cleveland area. But I mean, but yeah, I would probably say I know the difference between audiences.
Okay.
And he definitely knows the difference between audiences. You can see a great one on his Comedy Central special, Not Special, which is available for download on iTunes, both as a special and as an album now.
Yeah, I recorded that
But
in
it is
Philly.
special.
I recorded. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you so
he
much.
lies.
I didn't lie. I don't know why this is about my character. And aren't you done asking?
Objection, Your Honor. Can you tell her to shut the fuck up, please?
This man is a proven liar.
I'm a reporter. That's what we do.
Oh.
So there are certain places where you make a joke and other places where you won't make a joke.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Okay, that's all. Dan, one last question.
Yeah.
You've been a boyfriend before?
Oh, a very bad one.
Have you ever been a good boyfriend?
Oh, multiple times.
Can you imagine allowing your girlfriend
Allowing.
to just fuck whatever girl she wants? Just to be sexually fucking go for it.
Oh, I'm from the high plains of Colorado. That's not really acceptable up there. We're very monogamous.
Okay, that's all the questions, Your Honor.
I mean, that's just mountain law.
Just mountain law.
Do I get to cross?
No.
Oh.
I got to go do some reporting.
Hold
on.
she can.
I
She
will
can.
allow one last question.
Okay.
One last.
McFarland.
I don't know what to ask.
A redirect. Your Honor, a redirect?
Yeah, should I talk to myself? Hold on. Let me ask myself some questions.
What do you think, Dan? What do you think I should ask you to win this case?
Where I'm at this next week? Oh, I've already plugged that.
You've already plugged it.
Oh, about your where I'm going to be tomorrow night?
Yeah, where are you going to be tomorrow night?
At the Village Underground for a live taping of My Wife Hates Me with Bonnie McFarland and Rich Voss. Myself, Ari Shafir, and Big J. Oakerson are going to be judged.
It's going to be great.
Okay.
Your Honor, this has nothing to do with my show in Nashville on Wednesday night or my show at the Comedy Store June 23rd.
Oh, that's true.
irishfair.com for tickets.
What a great girl Christine is whispering that to you.
So am I dismissed?
She is a great girl.
You are
Every other guy really loves her
Mr.
around.
Say again, Your Honor?
Mr. Soder, you are excused.
Okay, great. I'm going to go interview myself. Dan, how'd you feel that went?
Miss McFarland, proceed with your next witness.
Christine, I call Christine to the stand.
Oh, hell yes.
I don't know, for those of you watching at home, a very
Surprise
unique and some would say not smart technique of calling your own client.
Why?
In a
He
defense
called
case.
his own client.
OJ never got on the stand.
Thank you, Jay. Back to the trial.
I'd like to remind you that
When you
my
do the glove
client
thing.
never killed anyone unless
She
you
killed my
count their
ego.
spirit.
She killed my ego.
I'm glad you brought up ego because
I'm gonna do
this
that
is
guy.
what I'd like to talk
I'm
about.
gonna do that guy in court the other day. Just took I was gonna dive at Christine.
Christine.
You motherfucker!
Christine, how are you feeling the night in question?
The night in question, I was very, very, very uncomfortable because part of the story that's been missed is that we had a really, really beautiful chick with us that night that we were going to bang. I was also
Welcome
on my
to the
period.
world, sweetheart.
I was also on my period.
She sounds like a pretty
but
delightful
I wanted to
girlfriend.
make sure that Jay had a good
Objection, Your
time.
Honor. How was she gonna bang her on her period
Exactly. I was just going to mess around and work around it so Jay could get some new puss.
and ruin the sheets of
What
Best
a
Western?
great! Are you a great girl?
What a great gal, right? So I was bloated and uncomfortable. I saw the guy.
Does your
in
back
question.
hurt from sucking your own dick?
Is that why you started
exacerbated by all the
drinking,
liquor she drank.
Christine?
I started drinking at first just to have fun. Then me and this girl were watching the end of Jay's show, and I saw the comic that I banged. Now, this guy is not somebody I'd be attracted to. I was drunk both times I had sex with him, and it was about 35 pounds ago.
And can
Both
you describe
times.
what the gentleman
3
looks
times.
like?
He's about 5'2", and he's kind of self-proclaimed psycho.
Yeah, not. Would you say?
It's
Not my
schizophrenic.
type.
He's not a good-looking guy, and so when it comes to ego, which I think Jay knows a little bit about, for your own ego, you kind of had to say he had a big dick. Otherwise, why else would you have fucked him?
Well, I was also uncomfortable because one time after...
Answer the.
Yes.
What? Why would that be?
Well,
because otherwise she was just fucking some gross troll. At least she gets to be like, well, he had a big
How
dick.
did she know he had a big dick before she fucked him?
I didn't think about that.
Oh, God, that's...
Her defense was at least it wasn't DeRosa.
My defense was it wasn't DeRosa because it was me, DeRosa, and this guy doing shots the night that we banged, so thank God.
Well, did you intend to be funny the night in the green room when you said the thing? When you said, but the worst thing about it is, which I think is a very funny line, the worst thing about it is he had a bigger dick than you.
Yeah, no,
Hilarious.
It came off.
It's not what she meant.
Now look. I shouldn't have been. I should have just accepted my own discomfort and maybe not have gotten super hammered. But in my hammered state, I was trying to almost get ahead of it because this is something where after a Legion of Skanks podcast one night, Jay had all of his friends guess which comic I fucked, and his producer, who was also in the room, called his name out. And it's kind of an embarrassing guy to have let inside my pussy.
So you had to say it, isn't that right?
I
tried to play it off as a joke.
Your Honor, the language here, we're not objecting.
No further
Objection.
questions. No, I have one more question. Did Big J get to fuck the girl in question that night?
He did. He was not mad enough to not fuck her.
So he was angry.
Why would his anger at you stop him from fucking some other girl?
Why?
That's like saying this restaurant sucks.
Me too.
So he was angry, but not so angry that he wouldn't have the
Revenge fuck, if
threesome.
anything.
No more questions, Your Honor. I don't know why I got that
He
accent.
fucked you on your
A
period.
shocking revelation in the
Oh my
case.
God, people don't know about the asshole?
Does the public defender take it in the butt? I think we've just answered that question. Another startling development. This beautiful woman that Jay had sex with. She's left out of the case. Will this affect the jury? 844-266-3399.
Forget the first 866 part. That wasn't part of it.
Yeah, that wasn't part of it. 844
Connie 9. Jesus H.
Hey, I'm reporting. I'm also eating runts.
Man, I am nailing these runts. I am crushing
so
runts
does
right
Christine.
Which leads us.
Good double entendre.
Your Honor, can I
Which leads us to the cross-examination.
Miss Oakerson. Excuse me. Miss, whatever.
Evans.
Evans. It's really how I've had it on my phone since I met you, so sorry.
By the way, hey, Jay, these runs are so good.
You really are better than I
They have
thought.
big dicks.
Christine, have you ever had another boyfriend in your life?
Yeah.
Okay, has that other boyfriend encouraged you to explore your bisexual tendencies?
All right, thank you.
No.
Would you describe Jay as a good
No, we
boyfriend?
broke up because of it.
Would you, really?
Yeah, this is another story for another time.
Wow.
No, it ain't.
Other boyfriends have broken up with you over your desire to be who you were. And yet this man says, go for it. Go with other women.
This is not an attack on Jay's character whatsoever. I love him. He's the greatest man in the world, and I'm so lucky to be with him. That is not my defense. My defense is
it's not your time right now.
trying to hurt him.
I object with la-la-la-las. Christine, you've gotten too drunk in the past, true?
True.
Have you gotten so drunk that you hit on Dave Smith?
No.
Really?
For sure, no.
Interesting. Okay.
I had my friend
Next question.
show him her boobs once.
True story.
Oh, wow, that's great. And did he pretend like he had a boner because he's secretly gay? Everybody knows it? Next question. Christine, would you describe yourself that night as a slop factory?
Yes.
You would?
I would.
Okay.
I've never heard that term.
Just wrecked.
Okay.
Dude, I almost choked on a runt.
So that pretty girl that night.
Bringing it back. Call back. Double entendre callback.
So you changed your story. What you told Jay about that comedian is different than what you said in front of him and other people.
No, me and Jay have just gotten in a lot of conversations about bullshitting in the past, because when you're in a new relationship, you want to lie and tell him that nobody's as good as you. I've never had good sex ever. You're the best. I didn't even know what sex was before I met you. Now, Jay's like a CIA agent, and he can read the lies and tells on your face.
That's a pretty big fucking dumb lie.
That's a pretty
dumb lie. It is a pretty big dumb lie.
Everyone else in the world raped me until you came along.
I've gone from not that great to it actually was one of. Look, I've woken up next to heroin addicts on a bathroom floor I didn't know I was in the night before.
Cool.
It wasn't one of the worst experiences, and the guys always treated me nicely.
Okay, Christine.
Stop talking, Christine.
Christine.
Yeah, dude, this is going to end up being. We're going to end up having a fucking. We're going to have a fucking drive to fund Christine's therapy.
You've made tons of mistakes.
Do we have theme music for intervention?
Yeah.
Christine, do you regret saying that stuff in front of that guy and Jay and Melba Toast and the fans and that woman? Do you regret saying those things?
1,000%. I was trying to be funny, but I don't think you should try to be funny by throwing your partner under the bus.
Okay.
Wow. Hey, Jay.
I'd like to bring up a possible Miss Slop Factory. Yes, sir.
Hey, Jay. Huh? That was pretty crazy that she just admitted that. No, she wasn't making a joke.
It was a joke because you
How could she
said
hear
the
that?
worst
She's all
part-
the way up. She's all the way up on the stand. How could she hear you? This woman has the ears of an eagle. Do eagles have good ears, or bats have good ears? I don't know. The trial's still going on. I think bats have the good ears. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, wait.
Christine, go ahead and say your piece.
Okay, so from what I understand, because I was, what do you call me, a slob factory?
Slop Factory.
A slop factory. That's fantastic. I was really
Slop
fucked
Factory
up.
works for the record.
Now,
One works.
I will take the joke, even though it was just screaming fact, which is not a joke. It was about timing. And when Jay said the worst part is it wasn't even that bad, I went, the worst part is his dick was bigger than yours.
Hilarious.
That's not what happened.
That's what you told me happened.
That's not what happened.
You blacked out? You're saying you blacked out?
I'm fuzzy. I'm brown.
Christine, may I suggest a possible solution for you?
Sobriety?
No, not sobriety. I'm a complete
just send her to
drug
rehab?
addict.
Does she
There's
have
no
to
way
go
I
to
would
jail?
suggest that for anyone.
Bonnie's like, Your Honor, my client is clearly in mental distress right now. Can we not?
She's drunk now, Your Honor.
So
I'm
we
so
agree.
sorry.
We agree, Miss Factory, that
But Jay could put in a fucking lineup. He could
put your hand down.
He could say where his dick is with every guy I've ever slept because he's had me tell him whose dick is bigger and whose dick is smaller than his.
Not in front
It's
of him
always always
bookers.
And it's always them. Sorry, everyone. I'm getting hammered on these little tiny soda juices.
Christine, so we've stated that Jay is a good boyfriend.
Great.
We've stated that you fucked up that night.
Yes.
I have a possible solution for you.
Plea deal?
Yes, plea deal.
Oh my God, I can't believe that.
Your Honor, overrule her, put a muzzle on it.
You can't be doing a plea deal on the stand.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, it'd be funny. You're all like, thanks.
I am going to suggest something as unorthodox as a boyfriend who lets you explore your sexual tendencies with women and whatever you want.
Oh my God.
I am going to suggest that you give one Big J Oakerson one free fuck without you there per quarter, anywhere in the country he wants, one of those 4 times with no condom.
First of all, absolutely not.
Hey, she's
started clapping
on
way
the
early, by
stand.
the
The
way.
judge is
I mean, I don't know.
not doing his job. Judge, you're the one who's going to say, not him.
Would you or would you not agree?
One kid, which is enough. I'm not having him have condomless sex with some whore that might try to take his sperm and get pregnant off of Big J's sperm.
She's looking out for
as
him.
tough as that is, I am willing to meet you halfway and say,
Thank-
okay, all 4 times with a condom.
Hey, Jay.
And no coming inside in the condom. He has to pull out and come on her.
What are you talking
You
about?
have to, he has to eat the condom.
So sorry.
Who pokes it? His condom.
Jay doesn't own condoms.
He's gonna buy them.
Hold on,
The way
guys,
you've been
guys.
drinking these little bottles, you got it down.
Hey,
Mr. Shafir, the phone jurors will decide this case. You will not make separate
I'm
deals
saying
here.
she thinks that's a good idea.
No,
But the phone
because-
jurors that know that she believes that's a good idea.
The problem is that
I don't think any of this should be allowed. I mean, I feel like this is stuff that, yeah.
It's interesting that a woman in a monogamous relationship would tell someone who's open about what should be allowed.
well, also
Overruled, Mr.
How did
Shafir.
you
I'm going to
get- you-
strike it from the record. Proceed with the case.
We're done.
Jay.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, real sidebar real
Let's
quick.
not do closing
Yeah.
arguments.
It's,
Let's just see what the jury says.
pretty solid she respects your sperm like that.
Yeah, she really treats it like life's blood.
I mean, it's like that was like a real that was like an outbreak worry.
I'm not gonna lie. My lawyer kind of just grabbed the ball and started taking off there.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to no condom fuck any chicks, but I'll condom bang them all.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might have gotten you that.
Yeah, it's possible. It's we'll have to see. Okay. See what the ultimate outcome is.
I gotta go report. Oh, but let me come right back. Hey, I love you. Hey, I love you too, buddy. Okay, I gotta go report. In the case of the green room guffaw, it looks as if Christine Evans has taken a possible side deal. Has Bonnie McFarlane lost her mind? Is Ari Shaffir?
Well, before I got here, by the way.
Is Ari Shaffir still a Jew? We'll find out coming back on the Bonfire Court.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J Oakerson and Dan Soder.
If there's going to be the Bonfire Court, there's going to be some Coug being played.
The Coug's coming out.
It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J Oakerson.
Hey.
We have heard so much so far in the trial of Christine.
We've heard defense. We've heard prosecution. We've heard about Skank Fest tickets that are available at creeklic.com.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's the festival. It's going to be at the Creek in the Cave in Queens, New York, June 18th and 19th. If you get all access passes, you will be able to attend shows during Skank Week, taking place at the Stand Up New York Comedy Club, the Creek in the Cave, and the Standing Room, starting Sunday, June 12th. And if you have VIP passes, of course, you get access to my special premiere Friday, June 17th at midnight. We're having a party at the Creek in the Cave. For that, Dan Soder's, we've already had a party for his special.
Yeah.
Not special, but the good news is available now for download on iTunes, both as a special and as an album. And you can catch him at Hilarities in Cleveland, Ohio, Wednesday, June 15th through Sunday, June 19th.
And you can actually catch Big J, myself, and Ari Shaffir at a live taping of My Wife Hates Me tomorrow night, 8 p.m. at the Village Underground, the Comedy Cellar. And, of course...
Tickets are $10.
Tickets are $10, so go get them. And then Big J is going to be at the Comedy Inn in Miami, Florida this Friday, June 10th and June 11th. Go to Big J Comedy for tickets. And then this Wednesday, Nashville, Tennessee, you can see Ari Shaffir
But more importantly, there's going to be some guerrilla secret show late at night at Bonnaroo that you got to find me. I'll tell you where it is.
Find Ari, because there's going to be some...
It's going to be like 2:30, 3 in the morning. We're just going to do some fucking show. We're going to take over some venue.
It could be Ari.
Could be. Who knows who will be there?
Could be me.
Could be. Totally could be. Absolutely.
Could be Nate Bargatze.
Totally could be.
Could be Sean Patton.
It's not going to be publicized in any way, in any writing.
I'm laying heavy money that it's all those people you said.
Well, we've had an involved day here at the Bonfire Court. We go now back to the finale of the trial of the week. Welcome back to the Bonfire Court. I'm Dan Lou Soder.
You really switch gears great.
Yeah, it really does.
We found out a lot today. We found out that Jay knows a joke. We found out Christine knows size. We found out that they're doing a lot of fucking in between. Finally, we go to, instead of closing arguments, final statements from both the defendant and the plaintiff. We now return to the Bonfire Court.
Mr. Shafir, proceed with your closing statement.
That's not even what we said we were going to do.
Yeah.
Mr. Oakerson.
The judge fell asleep.
Yeah, I feel like if you were a judge, I'd just roll you.
Mr. Oakerson.
Say not guilty.
Give me that roll,
Say no
motherfucker.
guilty.
Sustained? Oh, is it?
Overruled. I overrule. Jay, this is basically your closing argument.
This is your chance to find out what to say whether or not what Christine and I agreed on is good enough for you.
What was the ultimate agreement?
No.
One
No,
sex
I
per
talked to my
quarter,
client.
condom
She's
only.
not taking that. No.
1 sex per quarter, condom only. No coming inside them unless it's your own condom.
You could take that deal if you'd like for some other thing, but not for this.
Don't listen to her. She's had sex with one guy the last fucking 30 years.
Want new pussy segregated from me, Ari. It
On the road. On the road.
I like going on the road.
Of course, you'll still be invited. But when you don't go,
we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That's not going to be a deal.
Thank you.
That might just be something that happens with me and Jay down the line.
Yes, see? She's not against that, but that's not the decider in this.
Not yet.
well, you just lost yourself $100.
Maybe if we ever get married, I'll let him do that.
There's money.
Or, I'll agree to that.
Okay.
My closing statement. Christine, I believe, was not joking. She was hammered. She gets in her own head. She gets wound up about shit. She had some, it has not been brought up at all, but she has said over the course of the few weeks, maybe some inner resentment for some reason, unbeknownst to me. Well, she said it. Could be some kind of resentment, anger. There was a thing trying to take me down a peg for some reason. And all I did that weekend was bring my lovely girlfriend, full paid trip down to lovely Washington, D.C.
Nation's capital.
Food, drinks. And I don't, we have had conversations about her drinking before. However, I'm not an authority figure. I don't tell her what to do. She drinks whatever she wants to drink. I mean, if I was an authority figure, she'd fight authority, but authority would always win. But I'm not an authority figure. I'm a boyfriend. She could do whatever it is she wants to do. And with that freedom...
Except make fun of your dick.
I gave her a lot of rope, or not a lot of rope, as this case would state.
Rope means dick. Rope means dick, everybody.
But even with that little bit of rope, she chose to hang me with it publicly in front of a bunch of people. I believe it was done with the intent to hurt, and I believe for that I should win this case.
Well, that's pretty gripping. Gripping indeed. I don't know where this...
So did I do good?
You did so good, dude.
Are you proud of me?
I'm very proud of you.
That's all that matters.
Christine, in your best interest, I think it'd be best if you didn't say anything.
I gotta go.
No. Miss McFarland. Mrs. McFarland, let her roll. This is how it goes.
Miss Evans,
this is how crowd work works. Let them talk a bunch.
Does the defense's case hold water?
Okay.
What if Christine goes, pause attraction, everybody.
You can't make those marks without parts attraction, which was not available on the 64 Buick Skylark.
My idol.
And obviously, how could I be talking about someone's dick in a green room if I haven't seen him in 3 years? I got drunk and fucked him without my knowledge, which shows I don't have dick memory.
Is she Marissa Tomazio? God, I would love that. Christine, you have the floor.
Okay. I wasn't trying to hurt you, Jay. I love you.
Now you address the court.
Court, I wasn't trying to hurt Jay. I love him. I was just really trying to get ahead of, being uncomfortable. The guys made comments about it. Jay's made comments about the guys mentioned art that's on my wall. And it's almost like, hey, let me fucking make everybody else uncomfortable instead of taking that on myself.
So not a joke.
Ari.
Well.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
I was joking.
Thank you.
But if the joke is stating a fact, that's not technically a joke.
No, that could still be a joke.
Said,
That
let me
could
try
still
to
be a
make
joke.
everyone uncomfortable.
Christine.
My intention.
No, that is still a joke. Honesty,
What's to try to make
truth,
everyone uncomfortable?
comedy.
People laugh.
It's funny because
now,
it's
laughing
true.
at Jay's expense is not something I should ever shoot for, no matter what.
Sure you can. You can laugh at my expense all you want. That wasn't a joke. That's not my point. You can laugh at my expense all you want. Make it funny.
You just said to make them uncomfortable, make everybody uncomfortable.
I gotta
for
go.
once. Not a joke.
I got another
I'd rather make everybody uncomfortable than be uncomfortable on myself. Now, in my head, it's like, and the way it was explained to me, I was joking around. Now, whatever resentment I have for Jay, look,
It was explained to you that you were joking around?
No, it was explained to me the way that it was said, and I was like, I was trying to be funny.
Please. Listen, I just got to get paid and I got to go.
Trying to be funny, or was she trying to make everyone uncomfortable?
State pays you, Ms. McFarlane.
Just because
honestly,
she doesn't know if she was joking or not doesn't mean she wasn't joking.
It doesn't mean
I also,
So we're not here to judge that. I mean, we are, but
I never would have said anything like that if I wasn't so hammered. I do get a little fucked up, and I do become like a completely other person. I should know better.
No one slipped
than
you
to
9
drown.
drinks.
No, I took them all myself.
All of a sudden, you get too drunk, you turn into a not funny comedian? A not funny green room comic?
No, it was just the whole thing was fucked up, and honestly, if we didn't have the history we have in the relationship I have, I could understand that being a new girlfriend, you being like, fuck this bitch, and getting rid of her. I think because of the history and because of our relationship, you know that I love you, you know that I wasn't, I don't want to hurt you, I only want what's best for you, and I can't believe that I was like a cause of your anger and your hurt in that scenario when you were being so great to me.
I would argue any woman who had the flip side of that, which I said on the radio before when the girl called one time.
Can you imagine if Big J said, "Oh, this girl, this ex-girlfriend I had, what a great pussy she had. Her pussy was
right
so
in front of you. Her pussy was better than yours."
But you and other people.
We'd break
I
up.
never
That's a
said
breakup.
better. No matter what, you knew that his dick was bigger than yours because you made me tell you that information. No matter what, it
Well, I
doesn't
can't
matter
make you do it.
No, it doesn't matter that you wanted that information. He is not better than you in any way, shape, or form.
But the worst part is he's not
Drink or
being
not.
with
He's
you.
not a
His
better
dick is
lover.
bigger.
He's not a better
He does
comic. He's
have
not
a lot
better
of
looking.
Also,
I never said
and also,
better.
by the sounds of him,
Control of this order.
by the sounds of him, he's 5'2", so he's all dick. So.
That's like Joey
She
C.
fucked his leg. That's what turns out happened.
It might have been big in scale.
Well, hi, I'm Dan Lou Soder, and this is the most intrigued I've ever been in my life. By the way, the Bonfire Court brought to you by Little Hug Fruit Barrels. It's straight up diabetes in plastic.
By the way, that is not Lil Hug. It is Little Hug.
Well, you know what's probably
Okay,
worse
bro,
than those?
I'm
You
not
got
trying
it
to
right.
get sued,
All right.
dog.
Yeah.
Also, I'm kind of excited for this.
Yeah, let's hear what the
Because we're
caller
going to go to the
said.
verdict to the Honorable Judge Jacob Bata.
Christine.
Bailiff, has the jury reached a decision?
They have.
All right. And the case between Mr. Jason Oakerson and Miss Christine Evans. The jury finds the defense overwhelmingly guilty.
Guilty. There it is. There it is.
We did it.
Ari's hugging his
I've
counsel.
never won a case. Never.
But wait, guilty of what?
Guilty
Of slander.
of slander.
Being a soggy fucking whore in a green room, you piece of shit.
That will take.
I'm going to write a book about this.
Make it up to him.
Hey,
one per quarter.
before the not guilties did surge when Christine got on the stand, but we did have an actual attorney call saying, Christine, you are guilty of libel, but Jay, you have been given through her actions of letting you have threesomes.
So does she. That's just sexism to think only Jay benefits from it and not
You've
her.
been compensated.
It really, Jay made the point of like,
It's just
okay,
so an
so
attorney
he
said
pays
Christine
for
is
everything so he
guilty.
can hit me. Like,
Yeah, that's what I said. Same
but
argument
you've
goes-
also been compensated.
But as I'm saying, so if I pay all the bills, can I beat up Christine?
No.
Did
That's the argument.
Did anybody say that we were right?
Can I just for the record say that Jay's my
22 to
favorite
12.
lover and my favorite dick of all time?
22 to 12.
I can't believe we got 12. I
Yeah,
swear.
I heard 11 of those calls were Rich. One of them was Raina.
No, he would be calling it.
Bonnie, graciously, I will thank you for doing this because I got to be honest with you. You had a hard mountain to climb. Christine is a horrible client, it turns
She's
out.
terrible.
She went against
She's like,
everything
I'm
you
sorry.
said. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. I did it. I'm dumb.
I'm so dumb. I shouldn't drink like that. What's my problem?
Well, I think we've this has been a pretty impressive trial of the week.
I'm Red State Christine.
Yeah, it's gone a bunch of different ways. I don't know how I feel. I think it was pretty much the fun dip that was pumping through my body.
I mean, he snorted it.
I'm gonna fucking crash hard.
I'm gonna go downstairs and cause a scene at Chipotle.
Can I just say, though, that we lost because of Christine and you did not win because of Ari? Can we just make sure that that's clear?
I'm not taking away from Ari. I think Ari did in limited. He heard this story last night.
But
I heard it for a half hour today.
You heard it from me over apparently a joint that I forced in your face in Los Angeles.
How is it slander?
Huh?
It just is.
No, it's not slander if it's true.
Libel.
And if he does have a bigger dick than you, then sorry.
It's libel.
I believe the Supreme Court defines libel as I used to know it. Fuck.
Now that I don't manage comedy clubs anymore and don't have to be nice to everybody, can I just tell him to get the fuck away from me next time we see him?
Yes.
No.
Yes, you can.
You don't have to do that. That's a mean thing to do for no reason.
At Bonnie McFarlane on Twitter. At Ari Shafir on Twitter.
You can check out Ari this Wednesday at Nashville Zanies.
Comedy Store on the 23rd in Los Angeles and in Seattle on the 21st. AriTheGreat.com for tickets. And my podcast is also there. Ari Shafir Skeptic Tank.
Check out the podcast
later.
And check out the podcast My Wife Hates Me. Live taping tomorrow night at the comedy at the Village Underground. 8 p.m. Tickets are $10, so go check that out.
ComedyCellar.com for tickets there. Skank Fest tickets, everybody. Come on, Doug Stanhope, Todd Glass, Sal Volcano, Wet T-shirt contest, Ari Shafir,
You know the Wet Tidy Whitey
Naked
contest.
Roast,
Ari's doing it.
Naked Roast battles, all bunch of shit. Dan Soder at Hilarities in Cleveland, Ohio, June 15th through Sunday, June 19th. Go to dansoder.com for tickets. This new special, not special, which you've all seen and love, as do I. It's available now for download on iTunes, both as a special and as an album.
And Benvenuto a Miami. Miami, Florida this weekend. Big J's going to be at the Comedy Inn June 10th and June 11th. Go to bigjcomedy.com for tickets. And most importantly, set your motherfucking DVRs. Big J's 1 hour special live at Webster Hall, premiering Friday, June 17th at midnight Comedy Central.
And I will be out in L.A. Next week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'll be at the Comedy Store out there hanging out. So come by. There's been a lot of cool fans came out there to the Comedy Store, and I'll be doing at midnight on Wednesday night. And then I will be back in New York. But we'll be doing our bonfires out there. We'll have two new bonfires for you guys. So
we'll see you Wednesday.
We'll see you on Wednesday, motherfuckers.
I'm Doug Llewellyn, thanking you for joining us and reminding you, if you're involved in a dispute such as this with another party and you just can't seem to work it out, don't take the law into your own hands. You take them to court.